ever thought about hunting in this stuff? This cornfield? This stuff is pretty sweet. Why don't you come inside and join me and I'll show you some things. Gotta be quiet. We're coming into the cornfield. Come a little bit closer. You ever seen that movie, Children of the Corn? Well, check this out. This is Hunters of the Corn. Have you ever been sitting there thinking, man, where are all the deer during this time of year? Why aren't they not in my food plot? Why are they not anywhere near? Why? Because they're in the cornfields. When it's not getting chopped down, they're in this stuff. I mean, they're literally in this stuff. It's crazy. I mean, if you were a deer, would you be passing that up? That's protein. That's so many vitamins and everything else. Are you gonna pass that up? I don't think so. So, some of you guys might wonder, Bart, what are you really doing in the corn? Well, right now, obviously, there are several things that you can learn about hunting in the corn. Number one, when it's a windy day, like it is today, we have a northwest wind. You know, sometimes if you're stalking a deer, to cover your footprints, you sit there and you do this. You shake the corn up. That way you're quiet as you're walking. That way the deer doesn't hear you snap a twig or whatever else. Or let the natural wind sometimes blow. This stuff is awesome for doing that. Sometimes it is good to sit. Sometimes you can sit in the corn rows and watch a deer come by. It is really good stuff. Natural blind, man. This stuff, it can be a natural, literally a natural blind for you to sit. You're sitting down. Sometimes if you're stalking an animal, sometimes the deer will walk like this between the corn, or sometimes he'll walk the corn rows. It just depends. Sometimes he'll the deer will sit in between, where you're like this, and let's say you're walking along and you see a deer, and you have to shoot like this or whatever. This stuff is awesome for a lot of reasons. Plus, it's a food plot. You're hunting in a food plot when it's windy. When you have a northwest wind or a south wind or an east wind, whatever type of wind you got, you can sit there and you can use this stuff. Just like the wind is blowing right now on my cameraman. If I was hunting today and all I had was cornfields, I would love it. Why? Because your chances of seeing deer are pretty good. Depends on the situation that you're in. Here in a few minutes, we're gonna be hunting. I'm gonna show you guys some other natural hunting situations that you can get in where we're gonna be bow hunting today. We're not gonna per se be bow hunting in the corn. We're gonna be hunting where we normally hunt, but there's some awesome ideas that if you get to your spot late and man, you are just screaming to get out to the woods and you can't get to your blind or you can't get to your tree stand, there is some natural remedy type stuff that we can show you that you can use. So here in a few minutes, we're gonna get out there and we're gonna show you what's up. So you're sitting here, you are the deer. You are the deer walking along. Let's see if you can spot me before I spot you. Oh, I got you. I see you coming. Keep coming. You're coming. You're coming right at me. You're coming. I see you. I see you. I see you. You're going to walk right beside me. You're going to come right within 5 yards of me. Here you come. Here you come. I'm pulling back right now. I got you. I got you. I pulled back. I am waiting on you. I am waiting. I am waiting. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. Boom! I got you. You are a dead deer. Right there in your tracks. This stuff. See the background? Earlier in a YouTube video, we talked about how I got out to my blind really late and I didn't have a backdrop. When you're hunting and you're out to your blind late or whatever, you always want a good backup. You always want a good backdrop. You always do, because it just helps. You also want good coverage in between here, because if I saw you coming about a step or two more, I got vitals and I'm dropping you in a heartbeat. This type of stuff right here, this is perfect. This is perfect. You can, if you have to sit like this on your knees for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, make that, then you have to, if the deer does see you, if he spots you, you have your bow already up. You're ready to rock and roll. You use whatever you have to use, and then that way when that deer goes to put his head down, boom, you pull back, and then maybe you adjust. Maybe you just inch over a little. Whatever it takes for you to get that animal on the ground. This is kind of a how-to. You got your trees over here, you got a good background behind you. You have some natural stuff that you can sit in that will just be excellent, excellent stuff. You were in the parking lot and you're walking down and you don't see me, but I see you coming. Oh yeah, I see you coming. You're coming, you're still coming. Maybe I'm adjusting a little bit, but you're coming. You're coming. You're coming. Look at you come. You're coming right now. You're still coming. You're still coming through. Oh yeah, you're coming. You're about ready to get shot. You're about ready to get shot. You're about ready to get shot. Boom. Bring that camera up. Show 'em. You are dead. You are dead right where you stand. Natural blinds. This stuff, it's just a bunch of old leaves, and it's I forget what kind of flower they call it, but it's a flower type plant. This stuff right here is awesome. If you run out to your blind late and you are trying to get down and hunt somewhere real quick, this stuff is awesome stuff right here. I can get down, you can see me now, but if you were a deer and that camera comes down a little bit, guess what? I can see, not all the way, not like that, not all the way, just like this. Boom. I can see you, but you won't see me. Why? Because you don't even know. You don't even know I'm here. Even with that bow in front of me, I can sit, I can rise, and I can shoot. And that's less than 10 yards. This type of stuff is it's good stuff. It's thick. There's a lot of paths through here. A lot of deer have walked through here. The parking lot is close, but listen, deer come through this all the time. I guarantee you they do. And you might be wondering, Bart, why aren't you not hunting it? Probably there will come a time when I will hunt it. Just right now, we're just not going to. The backside, this is a whole field, and it's filled with this stuff, and it's a natural blind, and it's freaking awesome. I absolutely love what they did here. Really, I really did. At first, I wasn't sure why the DNR would plant this stuff, but I get it now, and it's awesome. It really is. So we have learned two things so far in this video. We learned about the corn, hunting in the corn, and then we learned about hunting in this stuff. You can get down, it's quiet, it's just very quiet. It's very quiet stuff. Deer eat a lot of this type of stuff as well, along with their corn and their leaves and the alfalfa. They munch on this stuff. When during the summertime, this stuff is green, they will eat off of it. But this is just really good stuff. You know, I hope that you guys learn something really quick from this. Number one, it's soft. I can't tell you that again. It's soft. Number two, it's really good to hide in. Number three, if you want a challenge, this stuff is hard to shoot through. It's really hard to shoot through. So what I would tell you to practice is practice shoot through this stuff, because it's hard. And another thing is, of course, we shoot rage. But if I was gonna hunt this stuff later on this year, I will probably get me a fixed blade broadhead, because the rage, it might hurt the rage if it opened up. But I would definitely highly tell anyone to hunt through this stuff. Hopefully you'll get one when you hunt through this. Hopefully you'll get one when you get into this stuff and you hunt it. We want to see them. We definitely want to see them on our Instagram page. We want to see them on our Facebook page. We want to see them on our Twitter page. We want to see them up on our YouTube page. Subscribe to us if you haven't. Subscribe, like the like button below. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to us. So hopefully you learned a little bit on this, and like we always say, we'll see you in the woods.